Hey, welcome to another exciting episode of Wine and Dine with Brad and Mark.
Yeah, and hey, Brad, today's episode is brought to you by Pez Candy and Tear Gas Dispenser. On one phase, you get a deliciously bland candy. If you flip the switch, you get... Okay,
everyone ought to have one.
Shoot.
I should have one. I need it. Hey, this week we went to an exciting place.
We did.
Genghis Grill down there in the Woodlands.
Yeah, and tell him what was exciting about it, Brad. He was joking. That's just something you say about everything. It was an exciting
Well, I
place.
almost got slugged. I think that's probably the...
This guy, holy cow.
We go into the place, they seat us at a table in a reasonable amount of time, no problem, and we sat there waiting for the waiter to come by, and we waited, and we waited.
And people were getting waited on around us.
All around us.
We got this invisible cloak, I think we had on.
I guess.
But that's nothing, Brad. The waiter finally
Well, no.
by.
The manager finally is talking to the table next to us, and I'm sitting there drumming my fingers, and he finally comes over and says, "Folks, have you been waited on?" And instantly the waiter shows
I don't know
up.
how he did it.
But he's just glaring at me.
Brad, he's glaring at you because he said, "What can I get you?" And you just looked at him like, "I'm going to kill somebody."
Well,
that's why he was glaring. I had to
I
step
don't know.
in and
which came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know, but
I'm not sure. But putting all that aside, I got to say, I like the
Boy, I did too.
Grill.
I got a good meal, and if I hadn't been to a Mongolian type dinner place
What makes it Mongolian, Mark?
It's the thing where you get the bowl full of stuff and you give it to them and they cook it up for you and then bring it back. This bowl we got, by the way, Brad, I thought was real small, a little tin thing, and I thought, man, you mentioned you're going to get meat in it also.
Yeah.
I went up there and I started putting stuff in it, and you could put a lot of stuff in that bowl.
Well, they give you a soup bowl. It's a little metallic soup bowl, and they invite you to just fill it up with whatever you want. You've got your meats, you got your vegetables, you got your spices, you got your sauces, and you just fill it up. And what you do, if you're like me, is you hold it, but you hold it with this hand at sort of an angle so you can pile it high.
And there was a guy in front that was just mashing it down when he handed it to him.
Oh, yeah.
And he even had an egg. They got raw eggs you can have, and they'll stir fry it in with your stuff. And anyway, and then you hand it to a cook.
It's really good. Now, it is a little bit intimidating. If you've never been there before, you've got this bowl, you've got a line of people, everybody's trying to get through. And you don't know how much meat and how much veggies and how much of the spices, and there's like 9 different types of sauces and 7 different types of spices. You really don't know how much of what to put on there.
Really?
Not in the beginning.
And Brad, when it's all you can put in a bowl and they've got shrimp, I went overboard with shrimp, and I didn't have enough room for the steak and stuff like that and the chicken, but...
I did pretty good. My pattern of sort of leaning to one side and putting my hand up allowed me, I needed a third hand. That would have been good. But after you pile everything up in this bowl, you take it and they've got this big round cook surface.
I mean, it's huge. They got about 6 people around it doing this
and
stuff.
they're chopping, and they throw it on the grill, and they grill everything up, and then they bring it to the table. They put it on your whatever rice or noodle that you want it on. It's really good.
What I was impressed with is, not only do you have about 4 different types of rice and a couple of types of noodles, they've got tortillas. I wish you would have tried it, Brad. You can have a tortilla mixed up in it. I'm curious about that.
And if you're really hungry, you can get a set. Well, they call it an endless bowl. What is it? $3?
3 more bucks you could eat till you died. Yeah. Right there.
Right there at lunch. $3 more at lunch. $4 more at dinner. You don't have to do the little trick with your hand off to the side. Although I found that if you push your hand off to the side and pile it up as high as it'll go, it's probably good enough for even a guy like me. And as you can tell, I like to eat.
Well, while we were eating, Brad, I was saying I wish we had ordered egg rolls, and that would have been nice because I needed to scoop my stuff on it. But after a while, I was so full, I didn't eat any egg rolls.
But it's really good. It's freshly prepared. It's all done out in public. And the thing about it, I like restaurants that cook in public, because if you've ever been to the back of a restaurant, you might never go to that restaurant again. They're not usually the most scenic and most pleasant places to be.
Yeah, I don't care to go, and I don't really care to watch them cook it up there. I just want it fast, that's the thing. And it wasn't quite as fast, but they're cooking it right on the spot.
But it was really good.
It was good.
I recommend it. If you're going out for a casual evening, and this is a great place to go.
Brad, what surprised me, I'll shut up. is that I actually chose 2 sauces that were good for me, and it was
amazing.
Really great. I don't
amazing.
Something teriyaki-ish, but it was very
you
good.
Know, all these restaurants you go to, it's probably finally wearing off. Hey, I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for Houston Community Newspapers.
Mark Hayter, columnist for the Courier and the Villager, and don't forget your Pez, tear gas, and Brad, you want to? Let's go later.
See you next time. Bon appetit.
Yeah,